Hey everyone, Brian Lohnes with the NHRA here, and talking about Rick Pike today. And Rick, super stock F modified car, 1956 Chevrolet, the Lil Runaway car up there in Division 6. And, what a great guy. And it's always a shame when we lose a racer, especially somebody who is so dedicated to the sport of drag racing and so passionate about it. You know anything about Rick, you know that he loved that car. The car had great history for decades. It was a fantastic race car, and he drove it very well. The guy was a national event winner, had success on the divisional level, even got to thump Bo Butner a couple of years back as well. The big thing when I think of sportsman drag racing is it's the heart and soul of not only NHRA, but it's the heart and soul of the entire sport around the country, no matter if you're from Division 1, Division 6, it doesn't matter. Whether you race super gas or super stock or comp eliminator, again, it doesn't matter because it is the actual spirit of the class and the spirit of the sport, I should say, that lives in people like Rick Pike. And Rick's the type of guy that was infectious to be around. He passed that spirit, that love of drag racing to pretty much everybody he knew. And the fact of the matter is, I admire people who raced the same car for as long as he did, a car that had such great history. There's nothing wrong with switching race cars up, and a lot of people do it every couple of years. They upgrade, they change. And certainly Rick made that car better and better incrementally, but the spirit of that car was very much the spirit of Rick. And when you saw that 56 Chevrolet and you heard that little motor wind up to the sky, you knew it was him in there, and you know he was having the time of his life. As a drag racing announcer, I see all types of cars across the country. I see pro mods, I see top fuel cars, all that kind of stuff. But pound for pound, there is nothing cooler than a small block car that spins to the moon going down the racetrack because it's old school and it harks back to a period in time that has been largely lost. It is not the easy way to go drag racing. In fact, it's probably the most difficult way to go. Little engines, heavy cars, abuse to the moon on the drivetrain and the engine itself, and that's what Rick loved. So on behalf of all of us at the NHRA, on behalf of myself, I just want to pass along my condolences and a smile, thinking of Rick, thinking of that race car, and loving seeing it when we go up to Seattle and seeing it when we be up there doing stuff in the Division 6 area. He was a staple, and his spirit, of course, will live on in a lot of people that compete in Division 6, will certainly live on in the spirit of the Lil Runaway car. And somewhere he's smiling because somewhere there is a small block wound up to like 10,000 RPM, and he's listening to it. So again, Rick, we miss you. Thank you for reaching out, and certainly like thinking about him, like thinking about drag racing, and certainly like thinking about the spirit that he embodied in himself that really makes up the heart and soul of our sport.